Leather gloves, we're slapping in hands. Popcorn and peanuts, we're working the stands. Pink cotton candy, love on a stick. He's chasing the beer, the circle the lips. Play ball, play ball. Load up the bases and smack it right over the wall.
Play ball.
Play ball.
Hey, welcome to Laughter Saves Lives, live from my basement here in Belmore next to my Greek neighbors. We got Pat Marone on today, one of the boys.
Yeah, well, it's good to be back. What do you got? Greek neighbors, you said?
Greek neighbors.
What's the difference? Is they Greek or
Doesn't matter, but they are Greek. Does not matter what nationality. Don't start off the show.
That mean? Why would I say if you had Italian neighbors? Would you say Italian neighbors?
I didn't say. Let me ask you.
Feta cheese? What do they got? Olives hanging off their tree? What do you mean?
They got feta cheese in the driveway. There's no snow. They shovel feta cheese.
Wow, what a real prejudiced guy.
It's not prejudice. It's making.
What do you like, Archie Bunker?
Yeah. So hello, Pat.
How you doing?
I got to make sure. I watched an old show the other day, and you always say I talk too much and I step on other people. Forget about you saying what you do wrong. That's never going to happen. But you're always pointing out what I'm doing wrong, and you're right. I try to keep the show moving at times, and I tend to maybe step on people's toes. So I'm going to give you some nice leeway tonight to really respond to things and get it out. And if you start being like a stunad, then I'm going to cut you off.
Well, it's not even about me. You could cut me off. It's
all
fine.
About you.
Sometimes you have nice guests, and you want to hear what they have to say. Not hearing it like you have co-hosts sometimes, some good co-hosts.
Yes, I do.
And they can't get a word in edgewise.
Listen.
A lever will come up with a few good jokes. A few good.
Oh, did you step on him? Oh. That goes back 8 months. He's still talking about that. He can't sleep at night because you stepped on a good punchline. He lives for those punchlines. We're talking about our buddy, retired FDNY, Steve Oliva. I definitely have to get a better camera and mic because I am so much more handsome than this is showing, Pat. Don't you agree? Yes, you do.
I'm glad you combed your hair for the show, too. What did you comb it with, a rake?
I combed it with my grandson's little rake. We went. You know what I took him to do today, Pat? I went over to Farmingdale to look at the aeroplanes, the little aeroplanes. Did you ever go over there to that little airport?
Yeah, but before we go in there, yeah. Butchie says I need a little more volume on me. I can't control that. Maybe.
I'm not even looking at it on Facebook. Butch usually responds to the comments. So, yeah, but listen to what Butchie says.
I usually talk loud. I mean, I don't think,
Well, you know what? You're tired. You're working hard. You're doing a great job over there. You're a little laid back. I had you on a few weeks ago, and I have to say.
Nobody cared.
Oh, you were tired. You were just a stinker that night,
Oh, when? You didn't have me on Laugh to Save Live. I
did? I wasn't live that night.
First of all,
it was sleepy. Wait, hold on. Yes, go ahead.
First of all, it's very hard to be upbeat on your show sometimes. You usually have somebody, they lost a breast, they have a leg amputated the next day, somebody's dying of cancer. So it's pretty tough to be funny and upbeat when they have stuff like that.
Well, not if you're a pro. Let me show you.
More entertaining.
Not if you're a pro. Hey, sir, I hear you're losing your leg tomorrow. By the way, you want to hit it? You get right away, you got to bounce off of that. Sir, I understand that you're getting your nose removed tomorrow, but you see how you do it?
But I don't deal good with tragedies like that.
I know. But this is life, and we're saving lives, not only making people laugh. So today's guest, as I told you, who today's guest is. She's losing both legs tomorrow. She just lost all her family, and now we're gonna have some fun with it. And you'll do the interview.
Wow. Yeah. It's terrible.
We have on Lisa. Lisa's back, first of all.
Who's Lisa?
Lisa was on last week with Les Deegan was the co-host. And let me tell you something. Les was upbeat and did a nice job.
Yeah,
he did a great job.
He's always very good. Les is a good
Very
guy.
good, very good. I was almost going to bounce you again and bring him back because he did such a nice job.
You can do that. I don't mind.
No, he was great. And we had Lisa on to talk about her being in the military and all that. And I was talking to her today because she's also a personal trainer and a nutrition consultant. And we were going over my diet. I said, you know what? Let's bring you back tonight because my guest canceled tonight, Dana from the soup kitchen and food pantry over there at the inn. She'll be back next week. She wasn't feeling good. Lisa stepped up to fill in. So we're going to talk about, I don't know if we're both going on a diet and an exercise regime. Lisa's going to put us on it tonight.
That was easy for you to say.
Regime, I said. Did I say it? You know, the word is not out of my...
Regiment, not regime.
Regiment. Well, regime is the plural. I don't know.
Regime?
I don't. That's why I need you. See, Les would never correct me. Les Deegan would just let me go. Never. So she's going to come on tonight.
I do it out of love. So.
What's that?
I do it out of love.
I know that. So she'll come on tonight, and she's going to talk to us. You know, she's going to go through our exercise and diet regime, and I told her that both of us are going to go on her program, her exercise regimental program, regime program, regiment.
I used to go to the gym all the time.
I know you did.
Not look it, but I used to go to the gym all the time.
Now the deal with Lisa,
I might not eat right, but I used to go to the gym all the time.
Right. Well, do you want to join me in this quest with her?
No.
Okay. You're out already. Now, I don't know if you watched the show last week, but I'm going to say no.
I didn't.
I know you didn't. Lisa was not only in the Marines and shot a machine gun out of the side of helicopters, and still does. She's in the reserves. I love my finger on the screen when I make a point. But she's a boxer, Pat. What are you reading? The newspaper? I'm talking to you. What are you looking at?
I'm looking at it. Well, who's watching our show?
Anybody making a comment
I'm
yet?
watching Butchie. Butchie's talking more than you are.
That's normal. Butchie likes to.
Butchie's a good man. He's giving us some feedback that how horrible we are.
So anyway, I have to box Lisa now. Box her. She's 35.
You're going to box Lisa?
Lisa is like 35. She's semi-Olympics. And what happened, Pat, is I opened up my mouth.
Yeah, but I saw you punch. You look like a fag.
Well, I wanted to Zoom box her. I thought maybe I can get away with Zoom box. So anyway, I opened my mouth and said, hey, I should box up. We were on a show together, another Zoom show, somebody else's show. And I said, we should box for charity. And she took me serious.
Wow.
And she wants to box for this military. How am I going to back out now?
Oh, I'd love to see this.
I'm in trouble, Pat. I'm in big trouble here.
I saw you. Frank Fiella took you to the gym. I saw your stance. And I said, you look like you're in trouble.
Well, you know what I do when I used to go to the gym before they closed? This is what I do when I walk into a gym. Because I want to be respected in the gym. You understand? I don't want to. I like to work out, but I want to be respected by all. So what I do is everybody in the gym, I want them to know that Johnny's here. All right? So what I do is I go into the gym and I look for the biggest guy and I punch him in the face. As soon as I walk into the gym, punch the biggest guy in the face, and then I work out. And everybody goes, ooh, Johnny's here. So, yeah.
Is that what you did in the firehouse when you first joined the fire department?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. As soon as somebody threw a bucket of water on my head, I was in there a week. Bang! Oh, that happened to me.
Did you get picked on in the firehouse?
Huh?
Did you get picked on in the firehouse when you first joined?
Everybody gets picked on when you first join. Everybody gets
like
picked.
A rookie. You're a rookie, but I'm saying.
Yeah. But some guys go overboard. Some guys, they live for it. You know what I mean? They live for abusing the probies. Thank God I got abused, but I didn't have guys that went overboard.
Right.
Some of them go overboard, you know?
I can imagine that. I mean, the ball players do. That happens when you minor leaguers come up.
Yeah, it's fun. It's all fun. We got Comedy Pete calling in tonight.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
you know Comedy Pete.
Yes, he's a nice guy, yeah.
I'm going to be on his Instagram. First time I'm ever doing Instagram. I got to learn these things. I'm doing his Instagram show tonight. You know who he had on last week? Debbie Gibson. And now Johnny L.
Wait, before Butchie says, tell John he can mention to the point with Eric Mitchell that where he met Lisa.
Right. Eric Mitchell to the point. That's the show I was on. I forgot the name of it, and I was hoping Butch would tell you to say it. He did. I know Butch inside and out. I know Butch. Eric Mitchell, what a great guy. What a great show. Big supporter of Laughter Saves Lives. He almost had me on again today. Butch called me and said, hey, Eric needs to guess. Somebody backed out. What did Johnny do? He went in, he shaved. Look at this. This is all grew back since 3 o'clock, Pat. You looking at this? Look at me. You looking at this?
Yeah, you're looking good.
All grew back. I shaved for Eric Mitchell at 3 o'clock. I was going to be on the show. I got in front of my computer, and then Butch said, never mind.
Yeah.
This is my manager, Butch Seltzer. That's my manager. He gets me on show the last minute and then cancels 5 minutes later on me.
I got to say, Butchie's hooked you up with a lot of good things, though. I have to say.
Butchie has hooked me up with some good things.
Yes, and you've been very good to Butch over the years, but he's hooked you up with some good things.
Been very nice to Butch. But Butch now, here's what's going to happen. You know the Laughter Saves Lives Responders Tour? I've been telling Butch to set up some theaters. He hasn't done it yet. Here's the beauty of this. Now it's healthcare professionals. Now Pat Marone is on the tour. Now Pat is going to chew out Butch until he gets this rolling. That's why one of the reasons I brought you on board. You are going to bust his ass.
Butch is a good man. I won't do that to Butch.
No, you will. I think I'm a good man, too, and you do it to me all the time.
Yeah, but I know you more than Butch. You know,
I donated. How many masks?
Butch is just that. Butch can't take it like you can.
No, he can. He can. Oh, Lisa's here already. Lisa's here. She's sideways again. Hey, Lisa.
Sideways, yes.
Are you testing? She's amazing. She is in such good shape. She sits sideways, Pat.
She looks good sideways.
If you sideways, there she goes again. Lisa, how are you?
Look, now she's a profile picture.
That's not her. That's not her. That can't be the same girl. Was that you with all the jewelry on and everything?
Why, you don't think she wears jewelry?
I don't know. I never saw her jewelry like that with the long earrings. Hello, Lisa.
Combed the hair. You did.
Hi.
Are you there? All right, your volume is a little low. You there now?
Hang on 1 second. I'll fix this.
Yeah, you're a little low. Bobby, did you set up a waiting room?
Yes, I did.
All right. Can we bring Lisa?
How's this?
Oh, much better. Much
great.
better. Can you give us a few more minutes? We'll just put you back in the waiting room.
Yeah,
About
you bet.
Is that all right?
Yeah, you bet.
All right, thanks. Because I'm sure Pat would rather talk to me than the beautiful Lisa.
Not really. I'll tell you the truth. I was getting ready for the conversation, but that's okay.
Well, I feel we'll bring her in after the commercials. We'll do some commercials in a minute. But I just wanted to wrap up our discussion up front because I have to tell you, you look thrilled.
Well, I got to tell you, by the way, and I like to all your fans that watch you every week, that you did a nice thing for us at the Regency at Glen Cove Assisted Living where I work. You donated 200 KN95 masks, which our staff is very grateful for, and thank you very much.
And that's to all the people, mostly for our Zoomathon a few weeks ago where we raised the money. That's one of the things we did is we donated them there. We have other places. We donated them to Friends of Fire. Hey, Bobby, you have the picture from Friends of Firefighters I sent you?
Sure do.
Put up that picture a second if you don't mind.
It's up right now.
Friends of Firefighters started after 9/11. Nancy Carbone is the president. She's been on our show. They went out and did a few things. They put some care packages together, including the mask that we donated to some active. And also there's a lot of retirees, older guys from around the country that have been contacting them saying, listen, we have 9/11 illness. We have another illness. We're afraid to go out in public. We have no masks. Bada bing. Laughter Saves Lives through Friends of Firefighters is sending them some masks. So I really feel good about that, Pat.
Bada beep, bada boop. Yeah, it's good. I was there when you gave the masks to the Friends of Firefighters.
Oh, that's right. Pat was our friend. It was nice when I see him, Patty.
And I'll tell you, they do a lot of good things, Friends of Firefighters.
Oh, they do a ton of good things.
That you actually do the show at Gotham for them every year.
Yep, we do. Well, it's not only for them.
Well, Fight Up for a Curl.
Yeah, we've done shows for them.
That was a fun show. That was a great show.
Yeah, we sent from the gala, which Pat has helped me with greatly. With
Gala.
the almost gala. where Pat has made his meatballs. Love Pat's meatballs. If you haven't heard the story, it still hurts me. I still feel it over here. We had the gala 2.5 years ago. We had 3 trays of meatballs over. I'm like, these are going in my freezer, at least 1 tray. Patty, where's the meatballs? I gave them to the guys in the hall. He gave all the meatballs
they were
to veterans.
Veterans. I give them. They fought for our country. Give them free meatball.
I believe they fought for our country. They should have had 2 trays, not 3.
Yeah, but they needed something to wash the beer down with.
Now Lisa's going to come on and tell me I can't eat meatballs anymore.
That's all right.
That's what's going to happen. So let's go to commercial. Whatever commercials you want to show there, Bobby. What are we going to show first tonight?
I think tonight we have the attorneys.
Yeah. So we'll break. We'll go to Barish and McGeary, and we'll be back in a minute or so.
Hi, I'm Michael Barish, managing partner of Barish, McGarry, Salzman & Penson. We are honored to represent over 11,000 people in the 9/11 community. The people who work at my law firm can really relate to what the 9/11 community is going through because they're going through it too.
So my dad's name was Billy Gormley, and he was a fireman on 9/11.
My father also was a firefighter, and he did report down there as well on 9/11.
My dad, Alan, worked on the 104th floor of the second tower. He was an IT technician.
My father was a fire inspector.
My husband, his name is David Velez. He was a detective with the NYPD, and if I can help anybody that is going through exactly what I have gone through for the last 17, 18 years and make their life just a little bit better, then you know what? I love coming to work every single day.
You know, this is a genuine office. Like, people are really sincere.
The best part of my job is the clients. Every once in a while you'll hear in their voice how grateful they are for the work that we do.
We take this personally, and we will not rest unless we help everybody we can before this Victim Compensation Fund ends in 2 years. And we will be fighting to get this thing extended past 2020 because cancer isn't going to stop afflicting the 9/11 community.
And we're back. Laughter Saves Live here. I'm in Belmore, next to my Greek neighbors. Patty, where are you, Patty?
West Babylon.
Patty's in West Babylon.
I don't know if I have any Greek neighbors.
Long Island. Patty's in West Babylon. Long Island.
Why the obsession with your Greek neighbors is. It's amazing that you have these obsessions.
I love my Greek neighbors. They're the nicest people. They once gave me a piece of feta cheese in a 5-gallon bucket. This big. Now I don't know if I'm going to be allowed to eat that anymore because we bring on Lisa Bodenburg here. Bodenburg, who is worried about boxing me because she's never killed somebody in the ring. So she is actually worried, but she will not be able to control herself because I'll probably, like an idiot, be trash talking and get my ass kicked. But we'll talk more about that in the coming weeks. We're going to try to figure out a way that Lisa can box in this area, raise money for our Semper Fi fund. Is that okay, Lisa? Semper Fi?
That's great.
Semper Fi, and I can get out of boxing her in some way. Like, I'll start in the ring, but then I will not end up getting hit.
That's a cheap way to do it. You got to just get hit.
Well, she got hurt in the military. She has a bad leg, so I thought maybe I could.
You're not going to hurt nobody, John. That's the problem. I seen you throw a punch. You're not going to hurt nobody, so just stay in there the whole time.
He's saying that I don't want to hurt anybody is what he's saying, Lisa.
No,
yeah, I got that.
If I can find the video, I can have Frank Fiella send the video. Maybe we can show it on next week's show. You have a pretty lame punch.
Frank, our friend Frank does some martial arts and boxing, you know, Lisa. So he takes me one day to train, and now I'm obsessed with my Fitbit, right? So every time I was supposed to take like a little break and Frank was boxing, I'm standing there walking in place, and he keeps turning around going, just stop that. You're embarrassing me, you know? But I looked pretty good that day, Frank, that video, right?
Oh, the one you sent me?
No. No, I wouldn't. No.
You
No,
sent me
that
a
was-
video of you boxing, and I started shaking in my boots over here.
See what I'm saying, Pat?
Did you use Photoshop?
No, it was all me. It was all me. It was all me. Now, Lisa, I brought Lisa back because Lisa is also what tell me what your official title is on the nutrition side there.
Yeah, so on the nutrition side, I'm a nutritionist. I am a motivational fitness and nutrition coach. So I do elite performance training, and I use fitness and nutrition as a means to help others accomplish their goals.
All right, listen. When I could have said nutritionist. I was hoping you'd have a more elaborate way of saying it. Now I look stupid because they said, "What do you call it?" And you go, "Nutritionist." Yes. So she's a nutritionist.
Oh, John, you always look stupid.
And Lisa is going to get me into the best shape since I've been in Proby school. What do you think, Lisa?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm ready if you are.
All right. So people at home with the virus situation, people looking to work out, they're not in the gym. I've been doing I have my weights. I'll punch my weights a little bit. I'll do my steps. I'll walk. I'll do some curl. So Lisa, don't listen. That's what I do, and that's why I look like. You know what I'm saying? People go, "Hey, John, you look good," and I say, "Thank you." So tell us what we can do. Number one, exercise. You want to start with nutrition or exercise? How can we start? Which one you want to start with?
Well, honestly, John, nutrition's 80% of the game. You can be working out every day, but you could be spinning your wheels in the gym if you're not eating properly. So
That's me. That's me.
Actually, on the flip side, be eating properly and change your diet and shock your system and not work out and still lose weight and create the body type that you want. So 100% nutrition is the one that's going to make or break you.
Okay. So, Lisa, I'm sitting at home. Johnny's, today, let's say I had my sausage and peppers. I had my pasta yesterday. I did all the things that I probably shouldn't be doing. And I go, Lisa, tomorrow morning, and I'm saying this truthfully. If my family's listening, they're probably laughing. Lisa, tomorrow morning, Johnny L wants to start eating better. Now, don't kill me. Don't blow me away. Tell me what I can start tomorrow first. Day one. Do this, John.
Yeah, so just to give a little backstory, when we chatted earlier today, you were able to tell me the things you were eating. So that way I was able to pinpoint what is poor choice, what poor choices you're choosing and what we can replace that with. So
all right, so if you had a schedule, if you had two columns, poor choices, how many things did I have in the poor choice column and how many things did I have in the good choice column? Percentage.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm going to go with 1 in the good choice column. The rest were not so good.
Come on! I don't eat that bad. Nutrition expert.
It was specific to the issue that you were having. And you asked
somebody's
me
in
about,
my house, Lisa.
Christina Marie.
Somebody's in my house.
Oh. Hi. Do we need to send someone? She looks friendly.
This doesn't happen in the studio. When we're in Bobby's studio, this doesn't happen.
Listen, Christina Marie's out there saving lives, so she could get on your
She's a nurse. She's a nurse. She's doing good work. All right. So I have most of the things. And on that note, I went for a diabetic nutritionist once, and she did one of those. She did one of those. Hey, all right, here's a piece of chicken in the palm of my hand. How many of these do you eat? You should be eating 1 a meal. And I go, 6. She's like, what?
Can I interrupt you, John?
Yes.
Can I interrupt you?
Sure. You're the co-host.
Lisa was trying to explain stuff.
Yes.
And you were very ducking the thing. She was going to explain to you how to start your diet, and you keep interrupting. I'm interested in what she has to say.
Sorry, Lisa. Go ahead.
You should be. Thank you very much, Pat. So, as I was saying, I was just kidding. Okay, you don't want to get me excited. Do you watch the Michael Jordan? You don't want to fire me.
I'm still waiting to hear what she has to say.
All right, go ahead, Lisa.
I really am interested.
Go ahead, Lisa.
So originally you came to me because you wanted help with lowering your triglycerides and your sugar. And so when I asked you the things that you're eating, the list of things that you're eating are all contributing to high triglycerides and high sugar intake. And those two can go hand in hand. And with your situation, they do. So especially first of all, with sugar is the enemy. And I explained this earlier on the phone. Sugar is so addictive. It's actually 7 times more addictive than cocaine. So we are truly drug addicts when we are eating when we're eating the crap that we eat. When you eat something, like you eat a piece of chocolate, instantly you want more, right? So you truly crave more of it the more that you eat. So it becomes a vicious cycle, and you end up being like a drug addict, because think about it. You're now gaining weight, your health is going down, and you're probably putting more chemicals into your body via pills and prescriptions to try to fix the problem that you're the one causing in the first place. So sugar's terrible, and it comes in many, many forms.
Cocaine is better. Cocaine is better.
I learned in school that if you take a bite of like carbs, it's the same dopamine release as a hit of heroin.
Well,
wow, that's incredible.
It's the same triggers, like it's the same reaction as that satisfied. It's like a high.
Listen, I ask you to be on the show all the time.
Well, listen, you didn't really talk about nursing stuff. I would have come on.
Oh, next time.
Lisa, not for nothing. I ate a tremendous amount of sweets. I eat like ice cream, cookie. I love cookies, candy bars, soda. You know, I'd stop drinking the soda. I drink that. But since Halloween, I stopped eating candy bars, cookies, ice cream, all sweets. And I'll tell you the truth, I don't crave it, but I used to crave it all the time, and I feel 100% better. And I didn't change my diet around. I just stopped eating it. And what you said just hit a nerve. Like, you're right. It's like a junk. Like you need that, and I don't feel I need it anymore. I feel much better. Yeah,
absolutely. And you're probably sleeping better as well, because your blood sugar has to do with your insulin, which has to do with your sleep. Yeah, but exactly. You're exactly right. So sugar comes in so many forms, though. You have to be careful. You can't just cut out just the candy bars and the pop, right? Because those are the things that are real simple. People think of sugar and they think of like chocolate and candy. You got to be very careful with high fructose corn syrup. That, in my opinion, should be illegal. It is a chemical that was created biologically. It's bioidentical, not biological. And it was created and now it's put in every single food out there. So
cereal, is it in cereal? Is that
it's in everything.
Bread, it's in a lot of
Flip over anything that you choose to eat. You're gonna be like, oh, there's no sugar in this. Flip it over. I guarantee you, my next paycheck, that there is at least corn syrup, high fructose corn syrup, dextrose, sucralose, or some sort of sugar.
Yeah, that was my next question. You answered it. Yeah, that's true.
Well, what doesn't? Like I said to you today, I do enjoy for a snack and sometimes for breakfast. I used to do this all the time when I worked in the firehouse, even though I used some canned fruit, which is no good, right? No good. But I can use fresh blueberries, nuts, and cottage cheese. I enjoy that. So in cottage cheese, does it have the dextrose yada yada in there?
No, it shouldn't. You can find a great, healthy, low-fat or non-fat cottage cheese, and that's a great source of protein. And you can definitely mix some blueberries or peaches or whatever it is that you want to mix in it. For men especially, blueberries is a great choice. Any dark fruit, any sort of like berries, blackberries, raspberries, blueberries, anything like that, that very, very high in antioxidants, especially.
I love those. I love blueberries, blackberries, strawberries. Now, but isn't there a lot of sugar in some fruits, bananas or
Absolutely. So fruit is sugar. So it definitely is in moderation. But remember, it's a natural sugar and it's naturally occurring rather than something fake or created or a chemical. So you definitely do want to have fruit in moderation. The best time of day is actually to have fruit immediately after your workout, within 30 minutes of your last exercise. If you have some sort of fruit with your protein shake, that's actually going to increase protein synthesis. So it's the best time to have it. It helps get that protein right into the muscles, helps reduce lactic acid so you're less sore.
I bought this green stuff that you put in water and you drink it. It's what you mentioned probiotics, I think, this morning.
Yeah, probiotics.
What's that?
I take a line. I take probiotics every day, a line.
Yeah, so probiotics are imperative for our gut and for our gut health, because the way food's created nowadays is extremely unhealthy for us. So you have probiotics and you have prebiotics. Now, probiotics help the good bacteria grow, and prebiotics help kill the bad bacteria. Now, not everyone needs prebiotics, but a lot more people nowadays need it than they realize, just because there's an overgrowth of bad bacteria in your gut. Now, if that happens and you're only taking a prebiotic, you'll never see the help. You're taking it for no reason, and you're just urinating. It'll come right out in your urine. So if you have an overgrowth of bad bacteria, you need a prebiotic first.
All right, here's a silly question. A probiotic, if I go into a health food store and ask for a probiotic, is that what I'm asking for, or is there like specific kinds?
Yeah, no. So supplements you have to be very careful with, because supplements are not regulated by the FDA. So you have to know exactly what's in them. Again, looking at that nutrition label, that ingredient list, knowing what's in it. And if you don't know, it's time to start Googling. It's time to start really getting familiar with what you're putting in your body. So supplements, yes, they can be great. But you have to know what's in them, because you could truly purchase something that has only 10% of what you want and 90% is filler. And they slap a label on it and they sell it to you for $40, and it took them 12 cents to make.
Well, what is your breakfast like? You're in phenomenal shape. Now, I know you work out, but what do you eat for breakfast?
So that depends on what I'm doing. You can do a plethora of different things. My go-to breakfast is always an egg white shake. I do 8 ounces of egg whites. Now, egg whites come in a carton and they're pasteurized, so you don't have to cook them. So you put eight ounces of egg whites into a blender, 1 banana, and a teaspoon of natural peanut butter. You blend it up. You can drink it on the go. That's because it's quick and easy.
Wait, the blender cooks for you a little bit too.
Say it again, Pat?
The blender cooks the eggs for you too. Yeah. When you make a Caesar salad stuff with the eggs, the blender,
it cooks it.
It does something to it. I know from cooking.
I don't know about well. Anyway, we'll look that up. But you're saying, if I go into the supermarket, I always get the egg white containers. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, and you'll see on there they say pasteurized, so you can literally pour a cup of that and drink it raw, and you're completely safe.
Really?
It's not like Rocky where you eat the raw egg. It's pasteurized, so it's safe for you.
I know. I like the fact that you looked at me and said you thought of Rocky.
Yeah, I definitely did. I mean, I always think of Rocky when I look at you.
Say that? And why, after he was beat up? Oh, now.
Yeah, Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Rocky 3.
I did like the fact that she said pop as opposed to.
Oh, yeah, I don't call it soda.
And, in some parts of the country, they call it Coke.
Yeah,
like any soda. Any soda is a Coke.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear that?
Yeah, in the South.
And what do you call a big sandwich?
Sub,
hoagies, heroes, grinders. I mean, there's all because I teach all over the country. I taught in Jersey once. I'm sorry, I don't mean to take it. I taught in Jersey once, and I was on the phone, and the guys were ordering sandwiches, and I heard hero. She goes, "What do you want? A hoagie, hero?" I go, "Oh, a hoagie, whatever." The sandwich was the size of a baseball bat. It was this big. She slapped it on the counter. I'm like, "Oh my God!" I ate the whole thing. That was back in the day. I don't really eat.
Problem number 1: portion control.
It is. It is. And isn't part of that filling yourself up with healthy stuff, simply stated, and eating a lot?
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the biggest complaints my clients say to me is when they first start out with me, they say, "I didn't realize I would have to eat so much." Right. They're force feeding themselves. Usually they're like, "I'm sick, I can't eat another meal." And I'm like, "Eat it." So I don't starve anyone. I wrote a book. It's called Eat Your Fat Away. At 100%, you do not starve yourself in order to lose weight. Now you can, I guess, starve yourself if you're going to be doing fasting, but I do a whole series on my Instagram teaching people the different types of fasting and how that can be healthy. And so, for example, I did a 3-day fast. I fasted for 72 hours and drank nothing but water.
Why?
It was very good for me because I was driving across the country. So I didn't want to have that time where I'm sitting and I'm stagnant and I'm not working out and just constantly picking on unhealthy snacks. So I used that, and it was really healthy as like a cleanse because I had just left Buffalo, New York, and I got a big Italian New York family. It was Christmas time. I ate all the cookies. I ate all the everything. So I wanted to just really detax and kind of reset myself and reset my metabolism, and it felt great. It was amazing.
You weren't weak?
No, not at all. And I actually had a couple of my viewers joined in with me because I was doing a tutorial as I was driving across the country. and a couple of my viewers joined in with me, and they said they can't believe how much energy they have. The first thing they feared was being weak, but it doesn't, because it gives your body a chance to use its own fat for energy.
Amazing. Very interesting. I wish I could be this disciplined, but it's your body, it's your health, and it's the first thing we go to. We should be. Health should, eating healthy should be the first, worried about our car. Oh, I didn't get an oil change. My oil, and you're not taking care of your body. Stay with it, Lisa. Bobby, can we go to, what are you laughing at? That was a great analogy. Your car, you take care of.
All right, Bobby, can you get you were doing anything to get out of there. All right, Bobby, take us through the commercial.
That would have been a perfect transition if you didn't bust my balls. See, this is the problem. This is the problem when you co-host. You see every little mistake, and you're not supposed to shine a spotlight on it. You're supposed to, work with me. John's doing a great job. All right, Bobby, can we go to commercial or Life Hack and MCN?
Every once in a while, I come across a product I have to tell people about. LifeVac is one of them. Now, each year, 5,000 people choke to death. LifeVac can stop these senseless tragedies. It's so easy to use. You simply place, push, and pull. You'll never regret having a LifeVac. Please visit lifevac.net today to protect you and your loved ones.
Jack, put your phone away. We're having dinner.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
What can I get you? You guys want appetizers?
For some reason, I just got a craving for smoked meat.
Well, you ordered something already. The menu hasn't changed. You looked at it 3 times.
I don't know what I want yet.
I wanted chicken, but I think it's blackened, so I'll have a burger.
How'd you like that cooked?
Medium.
Do you have any specials?
Specials? Boss, what are specials?
What's the matter? You don't know the specials?
Look at this smoke.
What smoke?
We gotta get these dumps clean.
Nah, they're fine.
You know what? We're just gonna take our order to go, okay?
In business since 2003, MCN duct cleaning is the result of many years of research and continuing education. Realizing the need to provide a safer and cleaner environment for families on Long Island, MCN services both residential and commercial properties by cleaning dryer vents, fireplaces, HVAC systems, and so much more. This not only improves air quality, but it could also reduce your energy bills by making things run more efficiently. So, if you want to make your house or business safer and cut down on your bills in the process, give our friend Matt over at MCN a call now.
Is that steak well done?
Maybe call a little bit sooner than these guys did.
And we're back. Laughter saves lives from Belmore next to my Greek neighbors. We're back with Lisa and Pat. And we just found out that Pat was correct. Bobby looked up that if you blend something, it will make, what was it again, Bobby? What did you say it was?
It was extremely high-speed blending. It triggers some type of thermodynamics.
Which is basically what I was going to say.
Like I was saying, we used to do tableside Caesar in a restaurant.
Stop, Lisa.
And they Board of Health stopped us doing it, but they said
Lisa's laughing at me now. You got Lisa laughing at me now. My mistakes.
Well,
second time she's done.
I tried to talk over it so you wouldn't get embarrassed on the air.
Yeah,
That's basically what I was going to say.
What was that? What were you going to say? Pat, what was the movie or the TV show that the guy advertised on the bottom of his shoes when he was going to box because he knew he was going to get knocked out or something? What was that? We couldn't think of it last week. You know what I'm talking about? Somebody, was it Honeymooners? No, right? Somebody advertised.
Honeymooners was Harvey.
Yeah.
All the fats over there.
Yeah.
And,
all right. Yeah, I don't remember. If you remember, back to Lisa. So, all right. So now a typical snack that you have.
Okay, so snacks can be anything that you would typically eat, just in a smaller portion. So if you're going to typically eat fruits and vegetables, you can have fruits or vegetables, but maybe you want a piece of fruit after your workout. Maybe
Ravioli.
No, that's not, because that wouldn't be a typical meal.
You just
That
said
would be
typically. Oh, you mean before? Well, after the diet, after the eat. Oh,
when you're done answering John's idiotic question, I have a question from one of the viewers.
Go ahead.
Kevin King, good friend of ours, good friend of the show. Lisa, I use my fitness app from Under Armour. What are your thoughts on it?
You're familiar with
it? Choice. MyFitnessPal is the app that I use and all my clients use. And I like it because there's two different things you can use. You can use the free version or you can upgrade to the paid version, which allows you a little bit more features. But be careful when you use MyFitnessPal because you don't want to do what it tells you to do. You only want to use it as a means of tracking. So, for example, I tell my clients what to eat and how much to eat and what to do, and then they track it in MyFitnessPal. Now, if you go to the top of MyFitnessPal and you tap on your calories, from there, you're going to get different options. Tap on macros and it'll give you a pie chart. Not a bar graph, you want a pie chart. That pie chart will give you your total macros for the day. And if you don't know what macros are, they break down into macronutrients, which is proteins, fats, and carbs. Now, when you're looking at that pie chart, you want to make sure that your protein is the highest macro every day, all day. You want to then make sure your carbs and your fats offset one another. So if you have your second highest macro as carbs, you want fats to be very, very low. The same goes in reverse. If you have your second highest macro as fats, you want your carbs to be very, very low. So the common misconception there is that you can't have fats or you can't have carbs. You can absolutely burn fat and be lean and fit and healthy by having either a high fat or a high carb diet. The problem happens is when you have both, because then your body uses one as an energy source and it stores the rest as fat. So you want to give your body a chance to burn one and not store the other. So just use that.
Very good.
What about?
Let me ask you another question. Let me have a question, though, John. When you give two people's diets and stuff, do you ever go by blood? Do you ever do blood tests before you? Like some diets they do from your blood type stuff like that. Do you ever do diets like that, or is that a different thing?
So the blood type diet, I actually don't agree with because your specific blood type doesn't end up meaning that you're going to be a specific body type. So, and that's just my personal opinion. And the body type, when I say that, I mean, I'm referring to a mesomorph, endomorph, or ectomorph. Now that right there is what's going to tell me how you're processing and what's happening within your body, not necessarily your blood type. The only time I'll ever ask for blood work is not to find out your blood type, but to find out different levels of things that are happening in your blood that we can use your blood to measure from. Then I can help guide you. But remember, I'm not a doctor or a dietitian. I'm only a nutritionist.
I know guys in the gym that do, bodybuilding and stuff. They used to get specific diet regimens from the blood type. Later on in the years, I used to hear that, but years ago they didn't do it. So I was just curious about that. I don't know much about that. So
Can I ask you about another app? Now, I told you I'm big into the Fitbit, and I know they have like paid apps that do more. Any feedback on the Fitbit app?
I have no experience with the Fitbit app, but if it's encouraging you to set a goal and to continue to meet that or exceed that goal, then there should be nothing wrong with it because the Fitbit app should be more focused on your workouts and not on your nutrition. So
I think they have a version that, like I said, you can upgrade and pay for where it deals with nutrition also.
As long as it's a way for you to track your food where you're either entering it or scanning a UPC code or searching for it somehow where you can put in and you can calculate your total caloric intake as well as your macros, then there's nothing wrong with that app. But again, I don't ever recommend anyone using an app to tell them what to eat.
Right.
Everyone's body is different. You absolutely have to eat according to your body type.
Excellent. Hold on one second. Bobby, is Pete in the waiting room?
Not yet.
Okay. I don't even know if he's going to be able to come in because he's...
No, he was on watching before.
Was he? He's never done Zoom before. And I know he was... Let me just see if he is in here. All right. I don't want to take away from Lisa here while I'm doing this. So let's ask Lisa another question. Let me bring myself back. There we go.
Now, Lisa, like for John, he's a diabetic, so you would basically give him a diet to keep his sugar down, and what else?
I want to get off some medications. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you absolutely can get off the medications that you're on right now. 100%. I have 100%, confidence that you can get off of those just solely by changing what you eat. And unfortunately, right now, the sausages, deli meats, breads, raviolis, things like that you were telling me before, those are the things that are causing you to have high triglycerides and high sugar. But when you remove those and you replace them with real whole foods, you're gonna watch that problem go away, and you don't have to put a pill in your body anymore.
Oh, that's what I wanted to ask you now.
I was gonna say, in my field, it's tough to follow a diet being a chef, but I found a new trick since this pandemic happened. As a chef, you pick a lot, and because you not pick, but you got to taste food and stuff. I noticed since I've been wearing the mask, I can't pick. I'm going to wear the mask forever. It's held me back from picking.
There you go.
You're like
yeah. But you don't only eat those foods. You're not just tasting everything and then not eating all day. I guarantee you're sitting down at some point and probably having a meal of something you already cooked. But you can't because you're likely.
I always eat on the run. I don't sit down. I eat on the run. Always run.
What are you eating? Are you eating something you already cooked, or are you eating something you prepped specifically for yourself?
I'll throw sandwich together. Boom! I go back to work. I'm always on the run.
Exactly. You got to just put in the time. You got to put in the time and the effort for your body.
Now another thing is expense. So can I shop in Trader Joe's? We have Stop and Shop up here. What supermarkets you have out there? You have
There is Trader Joe's, but there's Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, and I go to a specialty store. It's called Irwan.
Okay.
It's all health food.
But expensive, right? I mean, these things are expensive, right?
Where are you from?
Irwan is so I'm in California. I'm from Buffalo, New York, but I'm in California.
Wow,
Irwan is extremely expensive, but that's a whole other level. That's vegan and gluten-free, and there's a lot of different a lot of different things in that store. It's a specialty store, so I don't get all of my produce or anything like that from there. But I've done plenty of tutorials on how I can spend, for me, around $50 to $55 for food for 1 week, and by going grocery shopping at any grocery store. A key to that is if you go to the grocery store and you stay around the outside and you never go into the aisles, you should be fine.
That's a good point.
The outside, it's a trick. It's an easy trick to get your fresh produce, your fresh fruits and vegetables, your fresh meats, your fish, your eggs.
What about frozen? What about frozen vegetables?
My best bet is to stay outside the store.
Stay in the park.
Frozen is the second choice that you want to have. Your first choice should always be fresh.
Right.
Then maybe if you're in a hurry, you can buy fresh prepared vegetables. So you just open it and boom, cook it. You can also do frozen as a second choice, but I don't recommend it. And then lastly is canned. You just never want canned.
I don't even eat canned. I don't really eat canned. What was I just going to say? So you would okay. So does everything in moderation apply? And what I mean by that is, all right, so I got to stay away from the pasta, whatever. So if I'm going to have a meal with a nice amount of vegetables, and I put some a little chicken in there, can I put a little pasta as opposed to a whole bunch of pasta, building the meal around the pasta, putting a little pasta in it?
Yes, absolutely. And that's a great alternative. But you also want to be sure that you're following a diet that has plenty of carbs in it. If you're following a high carb diet, then that would be a great alternative because you should be able to have that in different parts of your day. Now, if you're following a diet that's high in fat, that might be your only serving of carbs throughout the day. And don't be fooled because carbs come in many different forms.
Yes.
Carbs come in bananas and pears and carrots, etc. So carbs come in different forms. So you have to be aware of what you're eating and what that is turning into in your body. Now, when you start to measure your macros and you start to track that, you'll get used to that and you'll be like, oh, I haven't had any bread all day. Why are my carbs so high? And you can look back at that and it'll actually tell you in those apps what contributed to those carbs.
All right, so you're gonna.
You believe in those keto diets? You like those keto diets?
Absolutely. The ketogenic diet is very healthy and it works for many people. But there's two common misconceptions with the ketogenic diet. First is that people think they can have unlimited fats. Absolutely not. That doesn't mean you get to have fat bombs and bacon grease and avocados as much as you want. No, you're going to continue to gain fat on your body. The second misconception is that there's zero carbs. That's also not true. If you say under 1 serving of carbs per day, as long as you're already in ketosis, it should not throw you out of ketosis. And if it does, you can just go back into ketosis and then try it.
I don't even know what that means, ketosis. What is ketosis?
So ketosis is when your body uses fat to burn for energy instead of carbs.
Okay.
Yeah, so they call it the caveman diet. So they eat like a lot of meats and a lot of fat foods and healthy fats and things like that. So your body is burning fats instead of carbs, going back to those macros.
Isn't that? I was on the zone diet. I don't know if you ever heard the zone diet years ago. You ever heard the zone diet? Okay, that really worked for me. But Atkins, wasn't Atkins like eat all meat?
It's almost like the keto.
At one point.
Atkins was 0 carbs.
But wasn't it? But eat like tons of meat.
I don't know what else you were supposed to do. I just know that Atkins was primarily a 0 carb diet.
Because there was some guy I worked with that all he ate was meat. That's all he ate. And he thought this was the greatest diet or what, you know.
I see you guys eat a ton of bacon.
Can't be. Yeah. It can't be good. Can't be good. We have no Comedy Pete?
No Comedy Pete.
No Comedy Pete. How much time we got left? All right. What are you going to, Bobby? What time?
You can go a little bit extra. Take what you need.
All right. So let me think of another great question.
We do have him. Looks like he's coming in right now.
Oh, Comedy Pete. All right, Lisa. Yeah, hang out. Let's. Comedy Pete's coming on for a quick yuck. Comedy Pete is. There he is.
Comedy Pete.
Comedy Pete is. He's in some comedy club. He hasn't left for a few months.
He's probably sleeping there.
They have him locked in a comedy club. You see the background?
He's in the cellar.
He's still connecting to audio.
All right, I see that. So hopefully, this is the first time Comedy Pete, Lisa, is Zooming. So this is an interesting. Pete, can you hear us? No. All right.
Your head if you can hear us.
He's on mute.
Okay, now he's got the microphone off. Pete, can you hear us, Pete? Can you hear me? Okay.
We can't hear you.
Hey, Pete, talk.
Okay. So sorry about the confusion. Like I said, I'm Zoom illiterate. So
we're excited to have you. We have Lisa Bodenburg, who's going to. She's going to get me in tip-top shape to kill me. She's going to then box me and kill me. It's going to be like
very interesting. Hi, Lisa. Nice to meet you.
It's going to be like a turkey, like to get him nice and fat for Thanksgiving. That's what she's going to do. Pete has an interesting background, Lisa. Pete has been doing comedy for how many years?
Like 5-6 years now. Started later in life.
And can I ask how old you are, Pete? Do you mind?
No. I'm 49.
49. He started a little late, like I did.
I started at 49. So.
Was that right? Hey, Pat, what's up?
Yeah, he started at 49. He's been doing comedy 20 years. So,
real funny, man.
Wait. Pete, though, is one of the oldest, what do we call them?
Barkers.
Barkers,
yes.
In the city. He stands on the street outside or near comedy clubs and tries to get people to come in by handing out flyers and stuff like that.
And he's also famous around Greenwich Village. He's famous.
He's famous.
Big time comics know him. What do we have? Pete Holmes, all those guys at Pete Holmes. He did that show, Crashing.
And Pete,
I think I seen you on there with Bill Burr one time, right?
I was on the Bill Burr episode for like 10 seconds. I was wearing one of my yellow Hawaiian shirts. That's a good idea, Pat.
Yeah.
Pete has his own Instagram show.
Yep.
And I recently saw he had on Debbie Gibson.
Yes.
I don't know if Lisa would know who Debbie Gibson is because she's a young chipper. Lisa? Come on. You don't know who Debbie Gibson is?
Maybe my face. Maybe if I saw her face.
No, Pete, sing one of our popular songs with me. What's one of our popular songs?
I get lost in your eyes.
Oh, Lisa. I don't think that's a song. I think Pete was just basically talking to you.
Yeah, that was serenading Lisa. Yes.
But Debbie Gibson was very popular back in the 80s, Pete? 80s?
She's from America.
80s. And Pete had her on the show last week. Guess who's on Pete's show tonight? Debbie Gibson. Pete, tell him who's on your show tonight.
I have the one and only. Get ready for this, folks. Drum roll, please. Mr. John Larocchia.
Stop it, Pete.
Oh.
Well, your ratings are going to drop a little, Pete, but that's all right. You need to fill it with something.
You need to go down in order to build yourself back up.
Right.
Pete, you have any fun?
Listen, I've got to run. I have a client in just a few minutes here, but
that's a new one. That's a new one for me. Lisa, that is a new one. I've heard all the excuses, but that's a new one.
We're gonna pick this up because you and I have to do a little bit more chatting.
All right. Thank you, Lisa.
Thanks for having me on today, guys. Have a great rest of the show.
You're awesome. You're awesome. Lisa Bodenburg. Pete, Lisa is in the Marines. Marines? No.
Wow.
Marines?
You never were in the Marines. You're always a Marine. What's
right. She shoots that machine gun out of the side of helicopters.
I love it that Pete always looks like.
No.
Pete always looks like he's ready for comedy, don't he?
Pete, give us a yuck. Give us a yuck, Pete. What do you got for us to close it?
How you doing, folks? So, where are you folks from? Okay, great. Guys, I had a big day. I woke up and, well, I'm here. But seriously, I'm trying to find something a little gold nugget here.
Give us anything, Pete. Give us anything.
All right. I feel like, people say we're living in a real life science fiction movie. I wish it would have happened 20 years ago. I would have been the young, handsome guy. My story gets revised, LA, they say it's going to be shut down until August now. It's more like War in Tinseltown. Hey! Right, listen, it can't all be cold, guys. What do you want from me?
Good. Are you in the Greenwich Comedy Club, or what comedy club are you in there with the background?
I am in Club Burdette Quarantine.
He's probably at some street corner.
No, I made that one fake little, this is fake brick siding. I got signs. I ordered. It's still coming. A neon sign. It's a comedy show. It's taking forever with UPS.
I was told that you were caught in Queens barking outside one of the vaccine places where they were giving out vaccines. You were barking out there trying to get people to come in. No?
Folks, come on, get yourself microchipped.
Where are you performing next, Pete?
I will be performing in this basement fake comedy club tonight, 10 p.m. Like I said, John Larocchia. I got another big guest for our Friday night. Can I mention that? Can I plug that real quick?
Yeah, plug it.
Go.
Listen. Like you said, I got Debbie Gibson the other week. That was so exciting. I got another 80s legend. I know you guys know this. You remember the Fat Boys? No. Well, I'll get there. Remember the Fat Boys from the 80s?
Yeah, Fat Boys. Yeah.
I got Prince Marky D.
Nice.
He's coming on the show. I mean, that's a hip hop legend right there.
Nice,
Pete.
It really is. Where are you getting all these guests, Pete? You're like a celebrity now.
No. I wish. Listen, Pat, the deal is, we're all in quarantine. Who knows where this is happening? So my thing is just reach out to people. What the hell? I got nothing to lose.
That's right.
Yeah, that's how I got Debbie. If I wasn't trapped in the basement, I go ask out that girl. I always wanted to ask out, but that's not happening.
That's how you got Johnny Larocchia too.
When
you took a shot.
Do you think we'll be back on stage before the end of the year?
Well, listen, I don't want to suck the air out of the room. But I maybe not. Maybe not.
Gonna be tough.
You know how Pete got me to be on the show? I messaged Pete and I go, "Can I be on the show?"
Yeah.
Pete, thanks for taking the time. We're gonna have you on longer one night. I'm sorry it was only a short little spot.
Well, I cut into my own time with my confusion.
That's okay. We're all confused. Look at Pat. You've been watching Pat. He's all confusion. So, thank you to Lisa Bodenburg.
Hey, Pete, keep up the good work.
Pete, you're awesome.
You're a hardworking guy.
Yes. Pete Burdette and my co-host tonight, Pat Marone, as always. Love you guys. And we'll see you next time on Laughter Saves Lives live.
See you.
Old leather gloves, we're slapping in hands. Popcorn and peanuts, we're working the stands. Pink cotton candy, love on a stick. He's chasing the beer, the circle the lips. Play ball, play ball. Load up the bases and smack it right over the wall. Play ball, play ball. Take off the caps, time for the song.